Lambert, White Liar, here on Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there's doing great, as always. Real quick show. Are we being honest with ourselves? And really quickly, what does that mean? Meaning, we create our own realities, what we're experiencing in life, what's happening to us on a daily basis, if you will. Now, of course, we're always trying to manifest our specific people and all that, right? And that's a wonderful quest in and of itself. But it's the ins and outs during the day when maybe someone cuts you off when you're driving. Maybe someone's being grumpy with you at work. Maybe one of your good friends is kind of being strange to you. Maybe the person at the counter at the coffee shop was rude to you for some weird reason. When you're having those, and the converse, by the way, when everyone's being wonderful to you. I wish to cover both sides of that because it's very important. We need to be honest with ourselves about us being the cause of the experiences we're kind of having outside. People are responding to our energies or to our needs, our higher self's needs, if you will, and trying to create the reality that we're vibrating at. So we need to learn to be honest and pay attention to how are people reacting to us? What sorts of things are happening? Are things on the up and up? Are things kind of on the down and down? Are things even keel? No big deals, no ups, no downs, which might be perfect for you, might be stoked. But we need to pay attention to how things are playing out in our lives, in our worlds. What experiences are we having? These are the telltale signs of what's going on inside of us. What thoughts we've been having, what actions we've been thinking. Or did we just get grumpy with maybe our specific person, right? Maybe our specific person left us a bad, text message or some Instagram thing or whatever the heck, did something weird that got you all fired up and angry. And now you're kind of wishing bad things upon them at the moment because you're grumpy and frustrated and you're like, you're so, and whatever. And then now all of a sudden you go down to the gas station and you're like, you hand the guy a 20 and he jacks up your change, and fortunately you walk out and you're like, hey man, you shorted me $5. And he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, weird stuff starts happening. You already start getting out of sync. Maybe someone's mean to you. Maybe someone's grumpy to you. Again, these are our energies that we're spinning out. And when things are going good and things are vibing the way they should be, those are the moments when you start to realize, people are opening doors for you as you're about to walk in the building, or you find money on the ground, or someone pulling out right as you're pulling in. It's just like everything seems to be working perfectly. Right when you get to the intersection, it turns yellow, right? And it's like, wow, everything, just perfect timing wherever I go. Paying attention to how things are happening to us helps us pay attention to what's going on inside of us. Now, again, if things are going in a way that you would like to change, notice the sponsoring thoughts inside of us. Notice the places where we're grumpy with whoever. Doesn't matter, because again, we're creating all these things to us. So when that specific someone upsets us with this Instagram post and we're looking at it and reacting, your higher self's like, all right, there you go. This is what you wanted. This is what you're asking for, because this is what you've been talking about. So look back and be honest about what you've been thinking. What have you been saying? What have you been doing? Where's the pattern? What is it inside of you that could change, or you could at least see and look at and go, wow, I have been thinking that. Or every time this happens, I get mad, and then, and that's where I've been a lot. And if we can be truly honest with ourselves and notice what's actually going on and not blame everything outside of ourselves and actually accept the fact that we created this. Whether it's us pushed out, not us pushed out, I don't even want to have that debate right now. It doesn't matter. We created it, right? This is our creation. What you think, what you say, what you do. It's how manifestation works. Why would it stop all of a sudden when you want to do it? Well, when you don't want to do it, it's happening too. It doesn't matter. It's like gravity. You don't have to agree with gravity. You don't have to know what gravity is. You don't even have to know anything about it. You don't have to know the mechanics of it. But it works. No matter what you want to say about it, it works. This is how, that's why they call it the secret. It's a law of attraction. It's a law. Laws cannot be broken, right? They are fact. So that is the thing. We are creating our realities. If there's a part of it that you're not liking, recreate it. And how you recreate it is by catching the thoughts that have been creating it to begin with and changing those. And in just changing them, your whole world changes within a day or two. It's like, I mean, it is not that quick because I always talk about how it's not that fast, right? But within a day or two, you will see differences already. Again, what you are thinking today is affecting your moments from now and your tomorrow. So let's take ownership of our worlds. Let's take ownership of our thoughts. Let's take ownership of the things that we're not happy with and figure out what it is and change it and make it stuff we are happy with. Even if it's someone leaving their socks on the floor or their toothpaste cap off and it annoys you. There are ways to get around the fact that for me, like, for example, if I was with someone and they couldn't put the toothpaste cap on, I would then buy the toothpaste with the little flippy lid. The little flippy lid. It's like no matter what, even when I walk by, it's very easy to fix it. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's ways around stuff. If it really bothers you, there's always a way. So again, trying to see the patterns inside of ourselves to make the difference so we stop doing it. That's called victory. And the best part, if stuff's going well in your life, pay attention to what you've been thinking and saying and doing. That's why. That's why your energy is so awesome. Again, how we're feeling. It's just like vibration that just spins off us. So wherever we go and people we touch, they're like, ew, you feel weird right now. Or, oh, wow, you feel awesome. I want to be near you. Again, what are we doing inside? You pay attention to that. Now you're starting to get the key ingredient to what you've been doing, what works, what doesn't work. Now you're the teacher. You're not the student. It's a beautiful place, I'm telling you. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully it makes a difference. It's so funny. I recorded this show like 5 times, literally. And this is completely different than the other 4. I was going in a totally different direction, and I actually like the way this turned out. Hopefully you guys do too. Going out with a great song from Billy Joel, one of the best, it's not Piano Man, but he is the Piano Man of all people. But we're going out with The Longest Time. It's Dan Radio Style.
One